Here's something to think about before you swipe your card today. Some Texas merchants could rip you off. We're talking about convenience fees that you are asked to pay when you use your credit or debit card. Those fees are actually illegal. Dallas Morning News watchdog columnist Dave Lieber joins us again to talk about ways you can fight these fees. Dave, good to see you again.
Hi, Christy.
Well, in your column, you're trying to educate people about this. What's happening with these debit and credit card fees?
Well, they're illegal in Texas, but merchants keep charging them. You can't charge people extra fees to use your debit or your credit card. And they are doing it anyway. Governments are allowed to do it, but nobody else is.
So are the businesses, do they just not understand the law? Are they using it incorrectly?
Yeah, I think they're telling people falsehoods. When people complain and say you're not allowed to do that, they're saying, oh, I am allowed to do that because my company's not based here, or it's the processing fee and it's not me, or the nonprofit, we don't follow that rule. And they make up all these excuses that aren't true. I'm getting so many examples. After my column ran Sunday in the Dallas Morning News yesterday, I'm getting so many more examples of people who have hotel bills and car payments and rent payments and stores they're telling me about where they're charging these extra fees. Sometimes they show up as 49 cents on a receipt. Sometimes they're more.
So it sounds like it's widespread.
Oh yeah, it's widespread. People just don't realize that they don't have to do this, and they don't realize how they can stop it. There are some things though, that I want to mention that are allowed. You are allowed to get charged $10 minimum to use a credit card, but you're not allowed to charge someone any kind of a minimum to use a debit card.
Okay, so what should you do if you are charged these fees? What do you do, and how do we get these companies to stop doing this to us?
Well, the first thing I think you should do is just know that governments are allowed to do this, but nobody else can. And so if someone tries to charge you with your credit card on an extra fee, you complain to the Texas Office of Consumer Credit Commissioner in Austin. And if someone tries to charge you with a debit card, you complain to the Texas Banking Department. And the complaints are real easy. All you have to do is submit a copy of your receipt along with a picture of the sign that they use to justify this illegal fee.
Now, is it possible that some people may say, it's just 49 cents, it's just a small fee, it's not worth our time? Should we make sure we fight this?
I think so, because the law is very clear. This is not allowed. No fees except by governments on debit or credit cards. It's broken every day all across Texas. And unfortunately, Dallas-Fort Worth is the #1 area in the state where the complaints are coming in from. College Station is #2.
Oh, and is there any particular type of business that's most likely to charge fees like this?
Yeah, it seems to me that the monthly rental charges on apartments is the #1 complaint.
Okay, all right, well, good to know. This is something I had no idea about. Thank you again. Dave Lieber with the Dallas Morning News, the watchdog journalist.